Girl to girl. Have you ever liked a guy, but you feel like you're always the one keeping the conversation alive? You text first, you ask the questions, you find reasons to be around him. And eventually you start wondering, does he actually like me? Or am I doing all the work? You don't always need to chase a guy to get his attention. Sometimes a small change in the way you look at him, talk to him, or leave an interaction can completely change the energy between you. I'm not talking about ignoring him for 3 days or playing mind games. And I'm definitely not talking about pretending you don't care. I'm talking about 6 subtle flirty moves that communicate, "I'm interested," while still giving him the opportunity to come closer and make a move himself. Today's video was inspired by a question from one of you who basically asked, how do I show a guy I'm interested without feeling like I'm the one chasing him all the time? That's a really solid question. Guys, please help us ladies out by confirming in the comments. Because flirting isn't supposed to feel like a job interview where you're trying to convince someone to choose you. It should feel like 2 people giving each other little opportunities to connect. So let's talk about 6 flirty moves that can create that kind of energy. And hey, make sure you stay till number 6, because that's the most important sign you definitely shouldn't miss. 1. Hold his eye contact, then smile. Let's start with one of the simplest moves, the iconic eye contact. Imagine you're talking to him, and he says something funny. You look directly into his eyes. Hold the eye contact for just a moment longer than usual. Then give him a small smile and look away. That's literally all you need to do. You didn't compliment him, you didn't touch him, and you didn't say anything seductive either. But you communicated something very simple. I notice you. And when there's already some attraction between 2 people, that tiny moment can feel surprisingly intense. The key is not to stare. You're not trying to snatch his soul away. So, let's keep it natural. Look at him when he's talking, hold his gaze, then a quick sweet smile, and that's it. Jump right back into the conversation. And if he starts returning that eye contact, if he keeps looking back, smiling, or finding little reasons to stay around you, you may have created an opening for him to come closer. Let's look at what you can do next. 2. Tease him a little. The truth is, flirting doesn't always have to sound romantic. Sometimes playful teasing creates more chemistry than a serious compliment. Let me give you guys an example of what I mean. Let's say he tells you he's obsessed with a particular football team. Instead of simply saying, "Oh, that's nice," which, let's be honest, is just plain and a very boring reply, you could instead smile and say, "Oh, so you're one of those people." Then laugh. You've created a tiny bit of playful tension and curiosity in his head. See the difference? Guys, isn't this way better response? The important part is that the teasing should feel light and affectionate. Don't attack his appearance. Don't embarrass him in front of people. Don't make jokes about insecurities. You're trying to create a moment where the 2 of you are laughing together, not make him feel small. And if he teases you back, jackpot. Because now you've created a little rhythm between you. You tease him, and he teases you, and you both laugh. And suddenly the conversation feels different from the way he talks to everyone else. On to the 3rd tip. 3. Give him a compliment he'll actually remember. If you want to compliment a guy, don't always go for the obvious. You're handsome. Yeah, that works fine too, but it's also something he may have heard before. Instead, notice something specific. Maybe he has a really calm way of handling people. Maybe he's funny without trying too hard. Maybe he always remembers small details. Maybe you genuinely like his voice. You could say, "You know what's funny? You're actually really easy to talk to." Or, "I like the way you explain things. You make everything sound interesting." Those compliments feel different because they tell him, "I actually notice you." And that's much more personal. 4. Get a little closer when the moment is right. Now we're getting into physical chemistry, but let's be very clear. This isn't about invading someone's personal space. It's about noticing whether closeness is already comfortable between you. Picture this, you're talking in a noisy environment. You naturally move a little closer so you can hear him. Or you're laughing together and there's a brief, natural touch on his arm. Maybe you give him a high five. Maybe you're already comfortable hugging each other when you meet. The important thing isn't, how many times can I touch him? It's whether the interaction feels mutual. Pay attention to his response. Does he stay close? Does he naturally move toward you? Does he seem comfortable? Does he initiate contact too? Or does he pull away? That tells you much more than any dating trick ever could. Because real chemistry is reciprocal. You shouldn't have to force physical closeness. If he likes being around you, you'll usually see some sign that he's comfortable continuing that closeness too. 5. Let him catch you noticing him. This one is subtle and so sneaky, and honestly, it's one of my favorites. Imagine you're in a group. You look over at him, and he catches you. Give him a tiny smile, and then go back to whatever you were doing. Congratulations, you've planted a little question in his head. Was she looking at me? And if he's interested, he may start paying more attention to you. Maybe he looks back later, maybe he comes over, or maybe he starts a conversation. You're not chasing him, you're simply making your interest visible enough for him to notice. But don't turn this into a performance. You don't need to spend the entire night staring at him from across the room. 1 or 2 natural moments are enough. And finally, the best of all. 6. Know when to end the conversation. Yes, this might sound strange, but sometimes the most attractive thing you can do is leave while the interaction is still going well. Imagine you're talking to him, you're both laughing. The conversation is flowing. And instead of stretching it until you're both staring at your phones with nothing left to say, you smile and say, "I have to go, but I'll see you later." And then you leave. Not dramatically, not because you're trying to make him panic. You're simply ending the conversation naturally. Why can this work? Because you leave the interaction on a positive note. He doesn't associate talking to you with pressure or endless conversation. And if he enjoyed being around you, he has a reason to want another interaction. You're not creating artificial scarcity. You're simply not forcing the moment to last forever. And sometimes that's enough. But here's what I don't want you doing. Please don't take these 6 things and turn them into a checklist for manipulating someone. Don't think, if I hold eye contact for exactly 3 seconds, he'll fall for me. That's not how attraction works. You can't manufacture genuine feelings with 6 tricks, and you shouldn't have to. These moves are simply ways to communicate interest without doing all the chasing yourself. If he likes you, give him an opening. If he responds, keep building the connection. If he starts initiating conversations, that's information. If he consistently makes an effort to see you, that's information too. But if you keep giving signals and he never reciprocates, that's information as well. And that's where you have to stop asking, "What else can I do to make him chase me?" And start asking, "Is he actually interested enough to meet me halfway?" Because that's the difference between flirting and chasing. Remember, guys, people often become more invested when they feel like they're actively participating in the connection. If you're doing absolutely everything, starting every conversation, planning every interaction, giving all the compliments, and constantly trying to get his attention, he never really has to make a choice. But when you show interest and then give him room to respond, you get something much more valuable. You get to see what he does when you're not doing everything for him. Does he come closer? Does he start the conversation? Does he remember things you've told him? Does he find excuses to spend time with you? Does he flirt back? Those behaviors tell you far more than trying to decode one text message. Now I want to hear from you. What's the flirtiest thing someone has ever done that made you realize, wait, they might actually like me? Was it eye contact? A compliment? A playful tease? The way they looked at you? Or maybe something completely unexpected? Tell us in the comments. And if you're currently trying to figure out whether a guy likes you, tell us your situation. Give us the details. What does he do? How does he talk to you? What happens when you're around each other? Because your situation could become our next video. And if you've been through something similar, don't just read the story. Give them your advice. Someone else might be dealing with exactly the same thing. At the end of the day, you don't need to chase someone into liking you. Show them you're interested. Give them a reason to come closer. And then, let their actions tell you the rest. I'll see you in the next one.